Hey guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Thursday, August the 12th, 2010. I want to give you guys an update on how I'm doing. I'm just going to apologize ahead of time. The lighting is going to be terrible on this video. I've turned stuff on and off, and it's either too dark or too light or whatever. So if it goes back and forth, I'm sorry, because I don't know why it'll do that, but it does. So yesterday was obviously a pretty crappy day for me. I want to say thank you to everybody for all of your supportive words. I got tons of comments, tons of emails, tons of messages on Facebook. I got even somebody sent me her phone number so I could call and chit chat, which I do intend on doing. I just haven't had time to do it. So I apologize that I didn't get to you yesterday. So the scale drama. A lot of people suggested that I go see my primary care doctor. I think that's a great idea. I think that I'm going to try to do that. I just want to say my doctor's office is really difficult for me to get into. His hours are not conducive to people who work a normal day shift. He doesn't have early morning hours. He doesn't have evening hours. It's just like middle of the day kind of deal. So I may end up just having to make an appointment to go see him and take some time off work to do it. At this point, I'm trying to avoid taking time off work because I had to take so much with surgery that I'd like to rebuild a little bit of PTO time so I can maybe take a day off to do something fun instead of go to the doctor. But anyway, so I will try to do that. But in the interim, the plan for me now is to continue with what I've been doing. A lot of people helped me out in making this decision. A lot of you, and then also the main person that really motivated me to just move forward with what I've been doing and stick to the numbers that I've been reading off of my scale is my dad. I officially got registered for the 5K that I told you guys I wanted to do, which is on October 23rd or something like that. So I officially got registered for that. I paid my money, so there's no turning back. I'm very excited. Obviously, I told you guys I'm not running in this 5K. It's a run walk. It's put on by the American Society of Metabolic and Bariatric Surgery. So it's titled Walk from Obesity, and I think that, there's no better cause in my mind for me to do a 5K than for this one. So I'm going to walk a 5K. It'd be kind of cool if I was feeling strong enough and able enough to maybe jog some of it, but we will see. I don't know how that'll play out. We'll see. So anyway, I called my dad last night to tell him I got him registered, and I submitted his email information so that he would get information about this, and I wanted to let him know. And he had a nice long conversation with me about the surgeon scale issues, and his feeling is the same as what a lot of people feel, that if the scale got moved so much, it's probably not gotten recalibrated. And also his feeling is that because I've been weighing weekly on my scale here, that I should just continue that. I should just continue on, use those numbers, don't worry about the surgeon scale. And I brought up a point to him. I said, well, if they didn't recalibrate the scales, wouldn't a bunch of other people that were there that day have said, whoa, this seems way off? Or wouldn't some of the nursing staff looked at previous weights and went, well, that's weird. These people, the weights aren't the same or whatever. But his response to me was, well, so how many times are you going to see him, as in the surgeon this year? So, well, I will see him a total of 4 times this year, and then I will see him annually thereafter. And he's like, okay, well, if people are very far out, then they could be on annual visits, and they're not going to pay any attention to the scale there because they're going to have been weighing on their own scale for a whole year. And I said, well, that's true. And if, for as little as I go there, it doesn't really make sense to really worry about what his scale says when I can't, I mean, I'm not going to be weighing there regularly anyway. So for now, I'm going to continue on with weighing on my scale, going with my numbers, and not worrying about it. When I go and see the primary care doctor next time, if the numbers are like dramatically off like they were with the surgeon, then I'm going to have to reevaluate and start to and just understand that my scale is just off. But I have had my husband weigh at the doctor's office and weigh here, and the weighs the same. I've had my mom weigh at her doctor's office and weigh here, and it weighs the same. She's going to do that again for me tomorrow. She goes to see her doctor up in up north, and then she's coming down here for getting her hair cut, and she's going to come by my house and weigh on my scale all in the same day, so that we have a really good idea of exactly where we're at with it. I feel like if her doctor and our scale weighs about the same, and my doctor and like for my husband and his weighs about the same, it's got to be about the same. You know what I mean? That would be enough to me to prove that it is indeed working. Someone else suggested like we'll take a gallon bucket and fill it with water and weigh it or something like that. We haven't done that. We did weigh our dog on it. We know what his weight is based on the vet records, and it weighs him the same. He's like 32 pounds. So I just have a hard time believing that my scale is off 30 pounds. It doesn't make sense, because I think if it was off that much, then a whole bunch of people would be seeing that. And when my mom weighed here, when she was taking care of me my first week post-op, her weight was like exactly what she thought it was, and she's heavy like me. Someone had mentioned, well, do you have a high capacity scale, because most bathroom scales only go to 330. I think it was Lori A that said that. And Lori, I just want to tell you, apparently you haven't gone scale shopping in a while, because there is a plethora of high capacity scales out there now. I mean, there's scales that go to 550 pounds for bathroom scales. My scale was not cheap. It wasn't like a $10 scale from Walmart or anything. It is high capacity. Obviously, I would need it to be, or else it wouldn't have done me any good from the get-go, really. So, yes, it is a high capacity scale. It's not a cheap scale. Somebody else asked me that. So anyway, all I can do is move forward from this. I am still put off. I'm more put off by the way that I got treated at the office rather than the actual numbers, I think, is the thing. I can buy into the fact that the numbers can be off if they didn't recalibrate or whatever the case may be. But I don't deserve to be talked down to like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing when they're not with me every day and they don't know what I'm doing. And I know that I'm doing the right thing. And someone else mentioned that. I think it was Trista that said the only person that knows what you're doing is you and God. And I agree with that. I agree with that. But I also want to make it clear on this video that I don't get on here and tell you guys things that aren't going on. I mean, I could have very easily yesterday gotten on and done it like a happy face and done a bubbly video about, well, I went to see my surgeon and, you know, everything came out fine, you guys, and so I'm just going to move on now. And it would have been a lie. And that's not the kind of video journal that I want to look back on. I want to look back on my video journal and know that this is exactly what happened. That this is my life. That, you know, if it's good, bad, ugly, I don't care. This is my life. This is what I live. And I think that's the only way to do this process, really. I think I said it from the start. I wanted this to be a reflection of the process, good, bad, otherwise. I didn't care. I wanted it to reflect what is going on. So when I tell you guys I'm eating right, I trust and put my faith in the fact that you will trust me to know that I'm following the diet plan. I mean, any of you who watched me during my pre-op stuff, my pre-op liquid diet, should know that I follow the plan. I mean, I pulled up the page, showed it to you specifically what it was. I ate exactly what was on there with the exception of one time I had a can of tomato soup. I came on here and fessed up to it. I mean, I wouldn't do that stuff if I didn't want you guys to know that I'm being wholehearted and honest with you. So I just want to like reconvey that to everybody that I don't cheat. I don't, if I mess up or whatever, I come tell you. I told you guys I had Taco Bell this week. Even having Taco Bell, I still stayed within the restrictions of what my little diet plan says. I had refried beans, rice, and a tortilla with cheese. And that's exactly the stuff that is on my list to have. Rice, beans, cheese. I didn't stray from that. Just because it was Taco Bell didn't mean that I strayed from my diet at all. So I just wanted to reiterate to everybody that I am being wholehearted and honest, and I hope that everybody will believe me. I mean, I wouldn't come on here yesterday and be tearful and upset and tell you guys all this bad stuff and be so emotional about it if I wasn't really distraught over it. I mean, I was really, really heartbroken and confused and frustrated because I expected to go to the doctor and the numbers match and have him say, "Oh my gosh, you're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work." Instead of going to the doctor and him going, "Well, you've only lost 14 pounds since you were here 5 weeks ago. And, you really need to be in the gym every single day. And you really need to be following the diet that we lay out for you." Excuse me, I am following the diet. I do go to the gym. I do work out. That's the thing that just irked my ass more than anything, really, is that I got kind of berated for something I didn't do. If I messed up, I will fess up to it, and I will let you all know, hey, I screwed this up. Time to fix it and get back on the bandwagon or whatever. But when I didn't do anything wrong, I don't deserve to be belittled for it. So that's really the underlying issue of all of yesterday. So I think you guys are right. I think I need to try to weigh on a different scale, a scale that I feel would be accurate, and see what it says. So that is my intention. Hopefully I can make it happen sooner than later, but we will see on that one. Scheduling is always a bitch. So yeah, so I'm doing better today, and I'm excited. I'm past this whole number thing. I'm going to take my measurements today. I took them on the 12th last month, so I'm taking them every month. I'm going to take them today and take a look and see how they've changed. I hope the numbers reflect a difference, and I'm going to come back and tell you guys about it, because I think loss of inches is also a loss. And even if I've only lost 45 pounds or I've lost 70 pounds, it doesn't really matter. I know I'm losing. I feel better. And the whole reason for doing this is to get a new life and to feel better. And I feel better. So in the end, I guess that's what I'm going to have to go with, is what's in my mind telling me, what's my body telling me, and just go from there. I feel like I'm way lighter than when I started. I look at my body, I look at my clothes, I know they fit a hell of a lot differently, whether it's 70 pounds or somewhere in between 70 and 40. I don't know. I'm just not even going to worry about it. I'm going with the numbers by my scale. So as of now, I'm still at 70 pounds. I will let you guys know if that changes when I see that other doctor. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.